and say, why didn't you put it there? You put a projector at church here. Someone will come and say, why is it not there? The children of it, the same people that were praying to God and saying, God, take us away from Egypt, as they are on their way to the promised land. Now they are saying to Moses, were there no grapes there? It's like they are saying, we didn't ask to be taken away from Egypt. It was between you and God. We didn't ask you. Are we together, church? People can complain. It's like your kids, when they complain and they say, we didn't ask that you give birth to me. Why? Why can't you pay my school fees? I didn't ask to be born. Why can't you buy me this? I didn't ask to be born. It was your decision that I'm here. People can complain. So at this time, in Numbers 20, the second generation, they are complaining to Moses and Aaron, to say, Moses, we are tired of this behavior of yours. We are tired of this God of yours that is saying he's taking us to the promised land, but the journey to the promised land is not smooth. Am I speaking to the church that we are also going to the promised land, but the journey to the promised land is not smooth? We are saying we want to rediscover things, but you need to understand that the journey of rediscovery is not smooth. As they are going to the promised land, there is no water on the way. And Moses takes Aaron with him. They go up the mountain. They go and speak to God. And God, your people are complaining. Your people are tired. Your people want to rebel. In actual fact, they have rebelled because they are asking if you exist as God. Have you ever been through problems and you ask the existence of God? They are complaining that, do you exist? If you are a God who can supply all their needs, why can't you supply just water? They are complaining. And God says to Moses and Aaron, listen, go down. Don't speak to them. But I want you to go and speak to the rock. And the rock is going to produce water. Listen to the message that comes from God. God says, Moses, go down. But when you go down, don't speak to them. Speak to the rock. And Moses and Aaron, as they go down, they don't speak to the rock. They speak to the people first. The problem of people. God says don't speak to people, and they are speaking to people. Be careful who you tell your problems sometimes. Because some people talk about your problems, but God speaks into your problems. So when God says, speak to me when you have got a problem, speak to God. Because people are not reliable. Do you know how fast the secret can go? You tell someone and say, don't tell someone. They also tell someone and say, don't tell someone. Then that someone will also tell someone and says, the person who told me said I must not tell someone. Please don't tell someone. Up until the secret gets to the owner. And the person will say to the owner, the person who told me said, I must not tell someone. Please don't tell someone. And that someone is the someone. That's how fast things travel. So when these guys get down, it's Moses and Aaron. They are together. They have received a message from God. God has told them, if you need a solution, go and speak to the rock. Don't speak to people. But Moses gets down and he says, hey, you rebels, do you want some water? Not only people, he says, hey, you rebels, do you want some water? There is danger when you are in leadership and you think that you are responsible of the people of God. There is danger when you are in leadership and you think God comes from your village. There is danger when you are in leadership and you think you and God are partners. when you are in leadership, when God says something and you say something, there is danger in that. Moses gets there. Did God say he must tell them they are rebels? But he gets there. He says, hey, you rebels, do you want some water? Moses, they did not rebel against you. They rebelled against God. Why must you be worried about the people of God when they are rebelling against God and you take their rebellion personal? The danger in that is that the same people who rebel against God will make it to the promised land and you will not make it. All this time, when Moses is dealing with the children of Israel, he is carrying the bones of Joseph.